every truth and every fear. But you walked out in silence, didn't even shed a tear. You turned your back so easily, like love was just a token. And all you left behind was a heart you left broken. 'Cause you left me broken, shattered on the floor. You closed the door behind you like I meant nothing anymore. I'm trying to move forward, but my soul is barely open. You walked away without a word, and you left me broken. Replaying every moment, wondering what I didn't see. How you slipped out through the cracks and stopped needing me. I searched for signs of mercy, but your truth was never spoken. You hid your goodbye in your eyes before you left me broken. 'Cause you left me broken, torn apart inside. You let the love we built fall down with nowhere left to hide. I'm standing in the ruins of a future you had stolen. You said nothing when you left, and you left me broken. I tried to save us, try to hold on tight, but love can't live when only one will fight. You gave up long before I knew. Now I'm left here broken, picking up what's left of me. I'm learning how to breathe again in the space you used to be. You walked away so easily, like every promise was unspoken. And I'll never be the same since you left me broken. I felt the distance growing long before you said a word. Your silence filled the room so loud, it was the only thing I heard. You looked at me with tired eyes, already turning toward the door. And in that quiet moment, I knew you loved me no more. I begged my heart to hold on, but yours was letting go. And though I saw it coming, it still cut deeper than you know. I didn't want goodbye, I wasn't ready for the ending. You walked away so easily while my whole world was bending. I tried to reach for one more chance, but you slipped out of my life. You left, and I was standing there. I didn't want goodbye. I'm tracing back the memories, searching where we fell apart. Was it something I forgot to say, or something heavy in your heart? You said that love can fade with time, but mine stay burning through. And now I'm left with ashes from a fire that died in you. I'm holding on goodbye came anyway. You walked out with tomorrow, and I'm left here with yesterday. I'll carry what we used to be, even though you're not by my side. 'Cause loving you was all I knew, and I didn't want goodbye. Held onto the pieces of a love you used to claim. You promised me forever, but forever never came. You walked out like the memories were nothing but a stain, while I was left here fighting for a heart you let decay. I try to understand it, but the truth cuts like a blade. You didn't lose me slowly, you left me in a single day. This is the love you threw away, the one you swore would never break. You let it fall like it meant nothing, left it dying in your wake. I gave you everything I had, but you walked out anyway. And now I'm drowning in the pieces of the love you threw away. You used to say you needed me, said I was home your only light. But somewhere in the quiet, you stopped trying overnight. I felt you slipping from my hands, but you never tried to stay. You just watched me crumble under the love you chose to stray. I whispered every reason we were worth another try, but you didn't even listen. You'd already said goodbye. This is the love you threw away, left shattered in the cold. You let it go so easily, like the truth was never told. I carried us for both our hearts, but you walked out anyway, leaving me to pick up pieces of the love you threw away. Maybe someday you'll look back and feel the weight of what you lost. Maybe you'll regret the leaving when you see what it cost. 'Cause it's the love you threw away, but I'm learning how to stand. I'm rebuilding from the ruins you left broken in your hands. You'll remember what you lost someday, but I won't break again the same. I'll rise from all the ashes of the love you threw away. I tell the world I'm doing fine, I smile so they don't see. But every time the lights go out, your ghost comes back to me. I try to heal the memories, but they never seem to fade. Every moment without you feels like another play. I wish the past would let me go, but it clings to me so tight. And even though you walked away, I'm the one who lost the fight. I'm still hurt inside, still breaking where you left me. Your goodbye is a wound that time can mend completely. I try to breathe without your love, but it cuts me every time. 'Cause even if I say I'm fine, I'm still hurting inside. I walk the streets we used to love, but now they feel so strange. Every corner whispers you, every silence rearranged. I thought that I could move on, thought I'd forget the way you lied. But healing's not a straight line, and I'm still hurting inside. I tell myself I'm stronger now, but truth is hard to face. I still feel you in my heartbeat, in the spaces you erased. I'm still hurting inside, still bleeding from the moment you walked out of my life, like love was never spoken. I try to stand without your touch, but the pain won't let me hide. No matter what I try to be, I'm still hurting inside. Maybe someday I'll let you go, maybe someday I'll finally heal, but tonight I'm stuck between the past and everything I still feel. I'm still hurting inside, but I'm learning how to face it. Every tear that falls reminds me of a heart you couldn't save with. I know I'll rise again someday, but for now it's just this fight, trying to find myself again while I'm still hurting inside. I thought I was the reason you learned how to believe. I thought I was the someone you swore you'd never leave. But every promise faded like a whisper in the rain. And now I see the truth behind the silence and the pain. I held on tight to something you had already let go. I loved you more than anything, but now I finally know you never needed me, not the way I needed you. I was holding on to hope while you were slipping through. I gave you all my heart, but you never gave it back to me. And now I'm left here learning you replay every moment, trying to find the sign of when you stopped caring and left my world behind. You stayed just long enough for me to lose my way, but you were gone in spirit long before the day. I beg myself to matter, but love can't make you stay. You left without a warning, 'cause you'd felt nothing anyway. You never needed me, not the way I needed you. I was falling deeper in while you were fading through. I held on to a dream you didn't want to see, and now the truth is simple. You never needed me. All the forevers that you promised were just words you didn't feel. I built my world around your love, but your love was never real. You never needed me, and it's time I set you free. I'll take back every broken part you left inside of me. I'm learning how to breathe again, learning who I'm meant to be, in a world where I finally know you never needed me. I still replay the nights we loved, the way we laughed, the way we dreamed. Now all those memories haunt me like a shadow I can't leave. You said forever softly, but forever faded fast. Now all I'm left to treasure is a heart tied to the past. I try to see the brighter side, but the darkness knows my name. The love we had was beautiful, and losing it still feels the same. So I'm crying over what we lost, all the pieces that we dropped, the promises that shattered when the fighting wouldn't stop. I'm holding on to moments that are frozen in the frost. You moved on, but here I am, still crying over what we lost. I walk the roads we used to take, but they don't feel like home. Every corner brings you back to me, though I'm walking them alone. I tell myself I'll let you go, but letting go is never kind. My heart keeps pulling backward to the love you left behind. I'm crying over what we lost, every tear still pays the cost. All the dreams we painted gold are just memories turned to dust. I try to stand, I try to breathe, but I'm tangled in the past we crossed. Still here, still hurting. Someday I'll let it fade. Someday I'll stop wondering why our love just slipped away. Yet tonight I'm still remembering the warmth we couldn't save. And I'll cry a little longer for the love we lost that day. Gave you all the love I had, held you closer than my fears. You took every piece I offered, then left me drowning in my tears. You said forever like a promise, but you broke it effortlessly. And now I'm stuck with all the damage of what you did to me. I kept believing you were hurting too, but every truth just proved me wrong. I carried us alone for days while you were already gone. I'm just a heart you walked over, a love you didn't even save. You stepped on everything we were, like it was something you could break. I bent until I shattered, but you never tried to hold me closer. I was nothing but the pieces of a heart you walked over. I try to see the good in you, even when your eyes turn cold. I stayed when you were breaking me, believing lies you always told. You took the warmth out of my laughter, left the silence in its place. And I kept begging for a reason you erased without a trace. I fought for love you didn't want, gave all I had to make you stay. But you were never fighting for me, you'd already walked away. I'm just a heart you walked over, a truth you threw into the storm. You said you'd never hurt me, but your goodbye proved you were wrong. I broke while you kept walking, not caring if the pain grew colder. I was nothing but the ashes of a heart you walked over. Maybe one day you'll remember all the love I tried to give. Maybe someday you'll regret what you threw away so quick. 'Cause I was just a heart you walked over, but now I'm learning how to stand. I'm stitching up the pieces you left bleeding in your hands. You see me rise without you, stronger than I ever was sober. You realize what you lost in the heart you walked over. I should have seen it coming by the way you said my name. Your touch felt like a memory, your smile just wasn't the same. You kissed me like a stranger, felt the distance in your past. That's when the truth came crashing. I was the one you loved last. I held on to the moments you'd already let fade, and while I fought to save us, you'd already walked away. 'Cause you loved me last. After every dream was broken, I was the final chapter in a story left unspoken. You held me like a shelter, but your heart was in the past. I was never your beginning. I was the one you loved last. You talked about forever, but your eyes were somewhere else. I tried to be the healing for the wounds you never felt. You used me for the comfort of forgetting what you had, but I was just the quiet after someone made you sad. I begged for truth you couldn't give, for love you couldn't hold. Your heart was never warming, it was already growing cold. 'Cause you loved me last, just enough to keep me hoping, but every promise that you gave was another door you were closing. I tried to be the reason, but I'm only in your past. You never truly loved me, I was just the one you loved last. One day you'll see the pieces of the life you threw away, but I won't be waiting for you when the truth finds you someday. 'Cause you loved me last, and I finally see it clearly. You were never really mine, you were only standing near me. I gave you every part of me, but your heart moved on too fast, and all I'll ever be to you is the one you love last. I gave you all my nights, all my dreams, my time, my heart, but somehow in your world I was just a part. I saw you smiling at another, holding hands I could not touch, and the truth I tried to hide was staring back at me too much. I whispered all my secrets, I bared my soul to you, but the one I thought I had was never mine to lose. I was never the one you were meant to love. I tried to fit your world, but it wasn't enough. I gave you everything, but it came undone. I was never the one to hold your heart. I remember every moment we laughed and we fought. I thought our love was strong enough to give me all I sought, but your eyes were always wandering, always chasing someone new. And the pieces of my broken heart were never meant for you. I poured my life into your hands, believed your every word. But love is cruel sometimes when hearts are never heard. I was never the one you were meant to love. I tried to fill the space, but it wasn't enough. I gave you everything, hoped you'd feel it too. But I was never the one to hold your heart. Maybe someday you'll see the love I couldn't hide. Maybe someday you'll regret the truth you left behind. But I'll learn to live without you, even though it hurts so much. I'll keep the lessons of your love, even if I lost your touch. I was never the one you were meant to love. I gave my all, my everything, but you never